Hello, Taurus. Welcome to 17. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly taroscope for Taurus for 17. So I've got some fun and exciting announcements to tell you, and I will tell you those at the end of the video, so stick around if you'd like to hear those. And I'm just going to get straight into, can't shuffle today, but I'm going to get straight into 17 for Taurus. And then another thing I wanted to mention for is that we have energies of that new moon in Aries that just happened on March 27th or 28th, depending upon where you live in the world. And so for Taurus, that new moon in Aries is happening in your 12th house, or just happened in your 12th house. And new moons are usually times when things initiate, when things begin, when seeds are sown that develop over the next 6 months. They grow to fruition. So, and then they come to fruition when we get that full moon in Aries. So in your 12th house, the new moon is sowing seeds of things related to spirituality, to mysticism, to your dream world, to the subconscious or unconscious state. So it's actually a really good time, Taurus, if you're looking to begin a dream journal. You might have some fruits that come up for you in that realm over the course of the next 6 months. So I would recommend beginning a dream journal for the last few days of March or the beginning of April, or even throughout the next 6 months, because that new moon in your 12th house in Aries really can connect you with your subconscious if you tune into it. And you have some interesting information coming up in your dreams in the next 6 months, especially beginning around that new moon. Alternately, if some of you are looking for a new practice of like meditation, again, 12th house energies connecting you to your subconscious, connecting you to your divine self. It was a great time to begin that, Taurus. So I'm just saying anything that has 12th house themes. For some of you, if you're trying to end any addictions, 12th house is a good time to begin, a hypnotherapist, begin working on that kind of stuff. Anything that has to do with the subconscious, with the divine, with mysticism, with dreams, great time to begin anything related to those themes. So, and then look for results when 6 months later when we get that full moon in Aries. So I'm just going to go straight into 17 for Taurus. So it looks like we are opening up with Hangman in reverse as your central theme. We've got 4 of Cups in the shadow position here, Fool in the passing away position. In the approaching position, we have Lovers. Interesting, lots of major arcana here. And then in the highlighted position, we have Queen of Coins. This is more likely you, Taurus. I just did Aries, so that's still in mind, but this is for you, Taurus, and that is you. For week 1, what's featured is Ace of Coins, potentially new money coming in, new lifestyle. Week 2 is we have 10 of Wands in reverse. Week 3, what's featured is Ace of Wands in reverse. And then week 4, we have Hierophant in reverse. So we got lots of major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cards, major arcana cards. So I'm going to start here with your central theme. Now, Hangman, it looks like he's upright, but the normal position of Hangman, the upright position of this card is this. So Hangman has to do with doing things your own unique way, getting comfortable being looked at as being different. Sometimes Hangman is the outcast. Sometimes he's looked at as outside of society. And Hangman, as you can see, is hanging upside down, so it looks uncomfortable for all regular purposes. But he's actually very comfortable there. He sees things from a different perspective. He acknowledges his own unique value and worth, his own unique perspective, his own unique way of doing things. This is a very Aquarian card. And he gets comfortable. And not only that, he gets enlightenment from seeing things from an entirely different perspective. So when this card is in the upright position, it means being accepting of yourself just as you are, marching to the beat of your own drum, doing things your own unique way. When this is in reverse, it's saying there are some challenges to that. You might be too preoccupied with what other people think. You might be thinking that you have to do the same things as everyone else. You might have to do things in the same way as everyone else. That's what Hangman in reverse says. So I'm going to encourage you through to challenge whatever fears, doubts, or resistance you have to doing things your own unique way, to just being yourself. Be comfortable being different from others. Be comfortable from being looked at as, not necessarily conforming or going with the masses or like being a sheep. This is a card that says yourself and your individual unique way of doing things brings you contentment, brings you enlightenment. It's your own perspective. I'd like you to consider acknowledging that that's going to be a featured theme for you. And as well as casting off any worries about what other people are thinking, feeling like you have to do things in the conventional, tried and true way, Hangman invites you to do it your own way. Doesn't matter what everybody thinks. Doesn't matter what society says. Those kind of things can be preoccupied. You can be preoccupied with those kind of things when Hangman's in reverse, because those are things that you be working on letting go of, especially in. So that's your central theme is be yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. You walk your own path. That might be a little bit challenging for you. And you're going to have some fear, some doubt, some resistance to letting go of that. But remember that he gets comfortable when he allows himself to just hang and just be himself. Just do his things his own unique way. So that's your central message for Taurus. What's hanging out in the shadows? This is the shadow position. So this is usually what's not conscious, what's not seen, what's not in awareness. And this is Four of Cups. So you can see in this card that the universe is trying to hand you something. Cups represent water energy, which is heart and emotional energy. So something that you love is trying to come to you. And I sometimes call this card Rip Van Winkle card, because he's letting the weeds grow around him. He's looking at these three cups and saying, oh, it's just the same old. I'm bored. I'm aloof. I'm checked out. There's nothing more to life than it is what it is. And because this is in your shadow position, I'm going to say, there might be something that is trying to come at you, a new ace, just like this. You've got two aces here. This is all the energy of the universe trying to hand you something new, fresh energy. This is the Ace of Cups trying to come in. But because it's with these weeds growing around and in shadow, I'm going to say, what way, Taurus, have you been letting the weeds grow around your dreams? Or what way are you checked out or aloof, thinking that new love can come in, new passion, new desire? It's here, like ready and waiting for you. You just have to look up and out of your regular routine and experience to see it. So I'm going to say, wake yourself up, shake yourself up, shine some light on what ways you're letting weeds grow around your dreams, or what way are you being too preoccupied with things as they always have been, routine, all of that you're missing out on this thing that's waiting for you, that wants to come in, because that's what's in shadow right now. So shine some light over there and you might be able to see this new cup. Usually too, I emphasize that this usually comes in a way that is not normal for us. Like, go home a different way, talk to different people that you don't usually talk to, do something differently. It's very much in line with this Hangman theme, which does things his own unique way. He's not doing things the normal way that everyone else does, and he's cool with that. So embrace that. That'll lead you to some more gifts, Taurus. Then what's passing away, what is recent energy that is going to be leaving, is Fool energy. Now, Fool can show up in a couple of different ways. He's showing up here in the upright position. So this is innocence, this is faith, This is feeling open to something. This is new adventures. This is starting out on a journey with beginner's mind. Um, it's feeling like the world's open to me. I'm going to start something new. So that have been a recent focus for some of you, that feeling of faith, that feeling of trust, that feeling of like the world is new. I'm beginning something. I'm starting all over again. Bags are packed. All of that is full energy. And that's what's passing away. And what's approaching is lover's energy. So this is inviting someone else in. This is, focusing on relationships, whether it is focusing on being open to a relationship or focusing more energy on the relationship that you're already in. This is being open and vulnerable. So that's actually, interestingly, something that both of these cards have in common. This is being open to the world and what it brings you, opportunities, life itself. And this is being open with another person. Lover's energy really has to do with being fully yourself in front of someone else, sharing, loving, exchanging, intimacy, passion, love, desire, sensuality. Lovers is connection. So it's a wonderful time coming up in here, Taurus, to focus on your connection, focus on being open and vulnerable. Sometimes that can invite a connection in or nurture a connection that you already have. So lovers is coming up for you. And also what's highlighted is you feeling like the queen, or if you're male, feeling like you have a certain amount of authority or management, whatever. I usually don't read the cards in specific genders, but this is Queen of Coins. So this is the woman who is in charge of her house, her home. She's got her stuff together. She's got her money together. She's got the crown. She's got jewels, and she's got experience. So I'm reading this as you, Taurus, because Taurus is earth sign. So I kind of just see you as you finally getting the recognition that you deserve, feeling like you're in a position of prominence and authority and having things practical and together. And she's very down to earth. She's very trustworthy. She's very practical. This is often a card where someone is hosting parties for people, cooking a big meal for people that they love. I see it as home and hearth. So just enjoy domestic life, enjoy the recognition. This could be some of you getting the final spoils that you deserve in your career and getting recognized as the queen and having some money to spend, some leisure money. So Queen of Coins is highlighted for you. It'll enjoy your position in life, Taurus. You're earning some nice recognition, or just even being down to earth and enjoying some of the simpler things of life, enjoying earthly pleasures. What's featured for the first week is Ace of Coins. So for some of you, this is going to be a new job. Aces are always new beginnings. It can be new money, new job offer, new job, new lifestyle, new assets, new good things coming in that are physical. So it could be a new lover. It could be a new creative project. It could just be anything that has to do with the physical realm. So, and it's creating new life, like this garden that you get to walk through this portal. So this is good stuff, Taurus. Something new is coming in the first week of April. Again, I'm going to say new job, new money, new assets, new idea. Usually that's more Ace of Swords, but something new related to the earthly realm that comes and lands in your lap. So just be open and receptive. And Ace of Coins is wanting to come in. Invite that in. Walk through that portal into this new garden. It's almost like you're arriving as Queen of Coins and you've got this new garden to explore, Taurus. That's what I'm getting for some of you. For the week 2, you might have a lot of work going on. Work might be a big focus for the second week of April. You might feel like you have a lot to do, more than you can handle. And I'm going to encourage you to try to lighten your load for the second week of April, Taurus. 10 of Wands is when we feel oppressed, when we feel like we're carrying too much, when we feel like our backs are breaking, we've been doing too much for too long. And the message of this card is what can you do to lighten your load? What can you let go of that's not necessary right now? Some of you are going to have a hard time doing that, because with 10 of Wands in reverse, You're going to have resistance. You're going to want to try to carry it all and take on all the responsibilities, but you may really burn yourself out. So I'm going to offer to you in the second week of see what you can do to lighten your load. See if you can put down any of these sticks or wands, all the stuff that you're carrying. I want you to ask yourself in the second week of roll, even though you have fears or doubts or resistance to doing so, I want you to ask yourself, what can I put down that's not necessary right now? What's going to lighten the load for right now? Because this can be a tough card to carry everything for so long. Try to lighten your load, second week of roll. You have something new coming in also, third week of roll. Interesting here. Look at what you've got. You've got Ace of Coins, Fool, which is open, trusting, and then new beginnings, and along with Ace of Rods. So it's going to feel very new for you, Taurus. Ace of Rods usually has to do with motivation, with inspiration, with new life, new energy, new life force, new drive, all of that. Because wands are fire, and wands have to do with that spark of life, that creative fire energy, things that create newness. It's like this blossoming wand. So you do have new energy. You have new inspiration, new passion, but for some of you, for some reason, it's in the reverse position, which means you're having it's there for you, but you're having a hard time accessing it. So there's a layer of doubt, fear, or resistance that you're going to need to let go of for this good thing to come in. And I always look at Ace of Wands as the active element. It's got the same archetype as the baton thrower that's in front of a parade. They're the first one out of the gates. You know, it's also got the archetype of a race, a person running in a race, and they're holding the baton. They're the active element in the race. So it means having energy, action, inspiration, motivation, new life, new energy, new passion, new creativity, all of that. But you're going to have to try to remove whatever fears, doubts, resistance that you have to that to take on the new thing. It's here, it's ready, it's a new spring waiting for you in week 3 of it, but you have to remove your internal blocks to receive it. Lots of a big good channel here of like open new energy, Aries. Then the fourth week of roll, again, it is challenging convention. Hierophant is almost like the opposite card of Hangman in some ways. They both have this interesting spiritual focus, but as you can see, Hierophant is the head of society. He's the head of social mores, the head of the church, the rules and regulations of the moral code and how things should be done. It's almost like Hangman is the defiant rebel of Hierophant. So he's the one who goes off and does things his own way, whereas this guy is the head of the group. So with him in reverse, the fourth week of roll, you might want to do things in a way that is not in accordance with convention, not in accordance with tradition. It's not going to be serving you to do things, again, according to that authority of society. Now, whatever that means to you, whatever is the tried and true, traditional, conventional way of doing things, that's not going to work for you. In the last week of roll, you might consider doing something different, doing something a different way than you've done it before. Non-traditional, non-conventional, non-conforming to the group. That's really going to be a theme for you this month, Taurus. So I want to encourage you to step away from the masses, do what's comfortable for you, do things that make sense for you and your own unique path, your own unique way of doing things, even if it is unconventional. Embrace that this month, Taurus. It's going to serve you, even though you have some resistance to it. So that's a reading for you for Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Taurus who you think might enjoy it. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching Yours in the Stars. And if you'd like to stick around for those announcements, those are coming up right next. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, stars. So these are my announcements for roll. I have some fun ones to share. One, some of you already know, I'm developing this tarot mat And if you'd like to have one of your own, I'm going to be having these available on a website soon. I'm going to do ones in each color for each different sign. So like Aries is going to be red, Taurus is going to be like an oxblood brownish red color. You'll get to see all the colors for each of the different signs on the website. And I may also be selling these with a crystal set, like a package deal. One will just be the tarot mat itself, and the other one will be a tarot mat with the crystals, a beginner set. And then I'm eventually going to do one where there's a crystal grid also. So stay tuned for that. You can check my website. I'm also going to be doing a tarot challenge with a prominent tarot reader down in Los Angeles named Madame Pamita. I'm really excited to be doing that with her. And we're going to be doing that on Instagram. So feel free to check that out, or hopefully you can join us over on Instagram, or if you'd like to follow me over there. We're going to be doing a tarot challenge for it's called Magic Unicorn Tarot Challenge. So I'll have links where you can follow me there. And then if, as always, if you'd like to book a reading with me, feel free to go over to the website and you can book a reading, a personal reading. I have tarot readings. I have cards of destiny, relationship readings. They include numerology as well, or cards of destiny. And then also I have a tarot course, an online tarot course. So if you'd like to sign up for that, I have a link to that on the website as well. So that's all announcements for April. I'm also going to be doing a video eventually on this tarot mat and the different spreads that you can do with it. So hope you can join us over on Instagram, or just want to let you know all those things are available. Again, thank you so much for watching. Yours in the Stars.